tend to entertain in our minds when we don't see the Lord working in our favor as we see it. Then, right after Israel's complaint, as they complained and as Moses found fault with them, we see another man's complaint. As the heat of his situation rises to its peak, we see Moses complaining. Verse 4. This is what we are told. So Moses cried out to the Lord, "What shall I do with these people? They're almost ready to stone me." Do you see, Moses' situation is pretty desperate too. We don't know if the people of Israel really wanted to kill him or not, but Moses is feeling the heat for sure. Here he says that Moses cried out to the Lord, which is reminiscent of Israel crying out in agony when they were cruelly oppressed by Pharaoh. It's the same word that was used. Moses shrieked out to the Lord. What does Moses feel when he feels the heat? What does Moses do when he feels the heat? He complains. Now look at the difference between Moses' complaint and Israel's complaint. The difference is the object of their complaint. Moses complains to the Lord, which is then received favorably by God, while Israel complained to Moses against Moses. You see, what the Lord seems to be approving is not the one who will say, "I will not complain to God," but the one who is saying, "I will complain to the Lord." And then you might say, well, but Moses did not complain against the Lord, right? So he is safe. No, that's not the point. Guess what? Moses too complained against the Lord at times. That famous Psalm, Psalm 90, which is ascribed to Moses, is more than 50% a complaint against the Lord. Verses 3 to 11, the whole middle part is taken up in Moses' bitter complaint. And I'm reading it to you from the Message version because that comes close to our language. And this is what Moses says in his complaint. "Lord, don't return us to mud, saying, 'Back to where you came from.' Patience. You've got all the time in the world, whether 1,000 years or a day. It's all the same to you. Are we